Welcome to Selling Tri-Cities, where we are selling more than homes. This project was created to share our love and passion for this beautiful part of the country that we are lucky enough to call home. We want to showcase the small businesses, the entrepreneurs, and the beauty that makes the Appalachian Highlands one of the most desirable markets in the nation. But most importantly, we want to introduce you to the people that make this area such a wonderful place to live. So join us as we sell you on our love for the Tri-Cities. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Selling Tri-Cities, where we are selling more than homes, with your host Gregg Pechmann and Aubrey Tellerico. We are here today at Burn Boot Camp in Johnson City, Tennessee. We have the owners, Rebecca and Matt Stein, with us. So thank you guys very much for joining us and for not making us work out while we interview.
Not yet, at least.
Right, he's threatening first.
It's not over.
But yeah, we're really excited to showcase this gym. I personally have been a member, and I absolutely love my time here with you guys. I love the culture that you guys have created. So I was really excited when we were thinking about focusing on some New Year's resolutions for the New Year's, and being able to kind of bring you guys on and show what you guys do and why you might be different from the average gym in this area. Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about how long you've been open. I know in terms of business, length, you guys are relatively green. They're obviously very established as well. So how long have you guys been open, and why Burn Boot Camp?
We opened in June of 2020, so 2.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
great time to open.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so let's stop there for a second. Let's talk about COVID. And, I mean, going through all that, can you explain what that was like and what you guys had to do?
It was quite an experience. It was not what we planned.
Definitely trial by fire.
Yeah.
A lot of trial by fire.
Yeah, we were delayed opening because of COVID, and then we ended up opening during the height of COVID. So we had. It looked much different than this. We had one door in, one door out. Everybody temperature checked as they came in, hand sanitizer everywhere. We had the boxes taped. We had lanes taped, the boxes taped off. So each box was 7 foot square, and we had people in every other square. So everybody was spaced apart with their own equipment.
But I think that it also probably helps you guys, or set you guys apart, because you understood that health and wellness and working out was so important to people, and it didn't we'll just postpone this for 6 months or 9 months.
Yeah.
You guys were still available for people, and you guys figured out different ways to get people, to be able to kind of still be a family and to get their wellness in. So I think that was huge.
We started doing Facebook Live workouts. So we had sometimes us, our head trainer Jason, other staff members actually doing the workout, and he
from
would
home too.
From here also, from
I think
home
occasionally
and here during construction.
Jason's dog made an appearance.
Oh,
on
yes.
a couple of those. So we had
Yeah.
assistant trainers that we didn't even know about.
Yeah.
So this is a franchise, right? So with Burn, can you tell us why go to Burn? Why would somebody come here? Number one. Number two, how many franchises are there across the United States, roughly?
There's about 350 now that are open.
That are open. There's a little over 400, I believe, that have signed. But they're all over the country, based out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
But the main thing that sets Burn apart is the community and having people who support you to help get healthy and understand what it is that you're trying to do and help you on your journey for that.
We got started in it because it wasn't just researching print. She was actually a member. Like it's the old TV ad saying, "Not only am I the owner, I'm the member."
Yeah.
Yes.
That's her in real life right
Yeah.
here. So
And
that's
I feel like that's usually kind of what happens. I feel like a lot with Burn. I feel like I've seen that with other franchise owners, like in North Carolina and places. They have this love and passion for this place. They kind of create this family, and so I want to do the same thing for another community or for my community.
The majority of Burn owners started as members, which I don't know this for sure because I've never researched it, but I don't think that's the majority of franchises that's usually the case. Because neither one of us went to business school. I'm a pharmacist, he's in law enforcement. 10 years ago, if you told me we were going to be franchise owner, I was of what?
During COVID.
Yeah, we had to start at the perfect time.
experiment to run.
Yeah,
Perfect
but
time.
we just fell in love with it and decided, well, jump in.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the Burn experience then, what you fell in love with. So what is, if I wanted to sign up, brand new, I was maybe going to come and do like a test class, but what would you explain to me? How would you walk me through the process between maybe some of the nutrition coaching, the one-on-one coaching, and then the classes?
I think, well, personally, there's a huge number of aspects for Burn. We say that anybody can work out here. I mean, we have all different fitness levels. Everything can be modified. It's basically just getting people healthy. Everybody starts at a different place and everybody's goals are different. But I mean, with me, it was after we had our third child, and you have young kids, both working. I want to get back in shape. How am I going to work out? Just confidence level drops and everything. And it's just hard when I had 3-year-old twins and a newborn, and what am I going to do with these? Am I going to hire a babysitter so I can go to the gym? And then I was just scrolling on Facebook, and I saw an ad for where we were living in North Carolina for a gym. It said complimentary child watch, burn boot camp. And I don't know what it was. Like, I am not a spontaneous, you might think I'm a spontaneous person because I had a franchise during COVID, but I'm generally not. But I threw all 3 kids in the car and drove there and just walked in. And of course, because if you have small children, you can't get anywhere on time. I was a few minutes late, but the trainer, she said, put them in child watch and get on the floor, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, because child watch is complimentary, it's included.
Awesome.
You don't pay extra for it. You don't pay extra for the focus meetings. So those are one-on-one meetings with the trainer to discuss whatever you want to focus on. They'll help you with macros, nutrition, protein. Also, if you want to track weights and measurements, some people don't want to do that because they don't like to look at the scale and they have other things they want to focus on. That's fine too. They also can do focus meetings for, like, I've always wanted to do a push-up on my toes. I've always wanted to do an unassisted pull-up, like specific goals. They can set that time with you to work individually with that person on that.
Yeah, I love it. And speaking of childcare, I know you guys also like to get your kids involved, right?
Absolutely.
So yes, there's complimentary childcare, which is wonderful and amazing. But I also love, like, it is a family environment, which it means that you guys also try to get your kids to do activities and workouts and fun things like that.
We just did one this past Saturday. We had we called it a Mommy and Me, Daddy and Me camp, where after our regular Saturday morning camps, 10 a.m., we had that camp right there where the kids can come out there with their parents. We just have a fun workout there that they can participate in. And
Santa showed up.
Santa showed up.
wow.
Suit.
Yeah.
May have made a couple kids scared. But it's okay.
You made a couple kids do some burpees.
Santa didn't do the burpees. He was a little worried about losing stuff with the beard and everything. He may have done the agility ladder. That was about the extent of it there, full gear.
Yeah.
So being in small business, I love talking to people like you because, been self-employed, it's hard, you battle, COVID, we talked about that already. What's the hardest part about being in business, okay? And what's the best part about being in business?
Ooh.
The best
The
part.
best part.
Yeah, always start with that one. That's easy, right?
Everybody always starts with that.
Yeah, the hardest part, just from the business
Best
aspect.
part
of it.
is when we get the messages that we get where you've changed our lives.
That's awesome.
I mean, you don't get that in a lot of things you do, like the positive impact.
Yeah.
It sounds, I don't know what the word would be, maybe it just sounds like superficial.
Well,
No, I think
it's so different from your previous job, right?
Exactly.
You were a policeman, right?
Yeah, you
Before.
never get thanked.
Yeah.
I
Like,
never
a speed
get
Thank
ticket,
you
know?
for
That's the last thing you get, right?
Yeah.
So that's a
So,
complete
but it's-
180
it-
shift.
you
right?
get these messages from people and just seeing, and then I think the proof's in the pudding up there with the
Yeah.
ones that we've put up there from our gym, just
Yeah.
the transformations.
The results of your resume.
The people's lives. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just the impact that you see in that. That's the awesome part for me.
Yeah.
Now the hardest part, just the business aspect, because when you start a business, obviously there's a lot of times you guys are working, nobody sees it. I call it like, kind of like working in the dark. You just constantly work, trying to get things prepared. Was the hardest part of getting this thing all set up and finally get out of COVID and finally get beyond that? 'Cause to me, from the outside, that would be the hardest part. It would seem like, hey, make it through COVID.
Yeah.
You're going through that,
Yeah, opening during COVID, that was a whole different beast.
Yeah.
So
I guess, because the same as if like having twins before having our third child,
Yeah.
we didn't know any better. So
Yeah.
I guess that's the
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah. I guess.
I think it's just kind of a wherever we are in the moment type
Yeah.
thing. You know, it's
Different obstacle.
it's like raising a family. You know,
Yeah.
you get past one stage and now we're into another. Like
Mhm.
but it's also what makes it rewarding when you can figure
Yeah.
these things out.
Challenges and,
Yeah.
and constantly, just like working out. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's challenges at every stage, but it's always outweighed by the
Mm-hmm.
positive side.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about how, you mentioned there's a fitness level or everybody's at a different fitness level. You can modify it. You've got people in all different, ages and stuff like that. But do you have an ideal clientele?
Anybody looking for a good community
That's it.
is our clientele. Also we love families because they can bring their kids here, and kind of another passion for us is like we love to see kids seeing their parents working out and being used to coming in and kind of seeing that as something that's a normal, regular thing,
Yeah.
so that when they grow up, like activity and stuff like that is just second
Love
nature to
hearing
them.
where if mom or dad come on a day and they don't have to bring the kids with them, the kids get upset that they're going to the gym without them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because that means it's
Yeah.
That's
full
awesome.
family.
That's awesome. And it's so good for the kids when they start seeing their parents working out. It just is
Absolutely.
generational,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you're changing lives, not just with that, with the parents, but with the kids too as well. I was going to ask too, when as far as the schedule of classes, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Can you give us an idea of what
Yeah.
your schedules are per day?
Our first camp starts at 4:45 a.m. So if you've got to get up and do it
And they
first
call
thing in the
that
morning,
class the what?
Rooster
The
Crew.
Rooster
Yeah.
Crew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the
Ironically,
rooster.
the sun's not up yet then, so
Yeah.
roosters are still asleep.
Yeah.
Especially with the time
Yeah.
change, right?
Yeah.
But we'll have that one, and then right after that, 5:30 a.m. and the 6:30 a.m. There's a little break, and 8:30 and 9:30 in the morning. That's our first two with our child lunch.
Yep.
Gotcha.
There's not child watch at 4:45.
I'm not bringing
Yeah.
my kids at 4:30.
Good luck with that.
Be a screaming child the whole time. So.
Yes. And then we got the noon, and then in the afternoon we've got a 4:30, a 5:30, and a 6:30, and all of our
Gotcha.
evening camps also have child watch as well.
Okay, good.
So you have a class time for literally
Any
everybody,
schedule, yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So you guys talked about, this family environment. What does it mean to you guys to have created this culture? Did you guys expect to have this environment and this culture? I know you worked out at Burn before, but I know you have people who have been here since opening day, since doing the Zoom when Jason was,
On his
doing
porch.
squats on his
Yeah.
front porch, yes, with the sun in his eyes. I remember those. So you guys have had people who have been here for forever, and that is something that you don't find often, especially in gyms. People hop around
Yeah.
all the time. So, did you guys expect to create this type of culture for your people?
That's what it was for us when we started. That was what drew us to it, was the community, the longevity. You really create a family of people that you go to the gym with.
Yeah.
We have member events once a month. Our members get together outside of that throughout the month. So it's really like we were talking to one of our members about something, and they were asking us about, people that we know outside. I'm like, all of my people are here.
Yes.
These are my people.
It's your friends, they're your new family. That's what drew us to Burn in the first place. So that's kind of the expectation of what we are
Yeah.
going to create
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
opened it.
And you guys have won some awards too in the past couple of years. Like you guys as a gym, and Jason, your head trainer, has
Yeah.
also won some awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won best fitness classes, best fitness center for the past 2 years for the Reader's Choice. Jason, our head trainer, won best personal trainer 2 years in a row, and then this year we got a new one, best athletic clothing.
They have an awesome floating floor, which I think is huge because it allows you guys to do a lot of things that you can't do at
Yeah.
other gyms.
Allows us
Yeah.
to apply metrics.
Easiest way to describe it if you've ever stepped on a gymnastics floor, that same kind of
Yeah.
spring, it helps protect the joints, but therefore when we do plyometric moves.
Got a couple elbow rug burns from some planks, some burpees, but it all felt great. I also want to take a second to talk about a promotion you guys have going on for the New Year's, and to really kind of like entice some people to come in and check it out. Now's a good time. You're setting new goals, so definitely come in and check out. So talk to us a little bit about the promotions and also how easy it is just to come in and try out your classes.
Yeah, our promotion is 4 weeks for $69, and that's unlimited camps, unlimited child watch, unlimited focus meetings. All of that is included in that. That promotion started yesterday. It will run through partway through January until slots get filled up for it, but that is going to be our only national promotion for the year. And that will be the lowest price point of any promotion that we do. So definitely, if you've been thinking about trying it, this is a great time because you can try it out for 4 full weeks without having to commit to a membership. So decide if it's something you're going to stick with. And we do have an app where people can sign up for camps and everything. And it's just a great way to kind of make yourself accountable that you have already scheduled those times, you know what time you're coming, and just come on in a few minutes before the first camp that you want to come to. We'll get you all set up, introduce you to the trainer, and that'll be go from there.
With the promo, one thing to add, you can purchase it now, but obviously this time of year, your schedule is going to be crazy. We all know that. So you can buy it now and then start it in January, and it won't start, and your 4 weeks won't start until the first day you come into camp.
Yeah.
So you have 30 days
30
from the
days.
time you purchase it to start using it. And then the day you come in, you've got 4 weeks from there.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. I was really excited to come back here and highlight this gym. Lots of good and sad crying memories. No, just kidding. I will say, yes, yeah. No, I have to say, I laughed through the majority of the workouts. It was always somebody pushing me and telling me I can do it, or Jason bringing me heavier weights, me giving him something else in return. No, but it was nice because they didn't just let you, get away with just taking it easy almost, if that makes sense. But you also laughed with everybody else in class, and so that makes the pain a little bit more bearable. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm excited. And thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Selling Tri-Cities, where we are selling more than homes.
We're located in Johnson City, Tennessee. We're in the Roan Shopping Center, just a couple doors up from Tiebreakers, near the Johnson City Mall. If you want more information, you can go to our website, which is www.burnbootcamp.com /JohnsonCity-TN. You can also find us on Instagram at Burn Johnson City TN, on Facebook at Burn Bootcamp Johnson City, and our phone number is 423-631-3570.
I reckon.
Reckon. I've never heard you say that before, but go ahead.
Okay.
It's not.
I'm out of my.
Oh my God.